It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, March 12th, 2022. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as always, here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. And what am I talking about this week? Well, believe it or not, Toei got hacked. Oh, this is painful. And especially if you were looking forward to, some of their anime episodes this week, because bad news, they've been delayed. Oh yes, that's not fun either. Oh man. Whew. It's mostly gonna be a how and it's gonna be hitting it on the starting on the 20th. That's gonna be painful, folks. Massively painful. That's not good. Dr. Stone has finally finished the manga. The final chapter has dropped, and by God, it ended so freaking stupid. I'm sorry, it ended so stupid. I can't, it ended so stupid. I really can't explain how disappointed I am with this. Honestly, I just can't. Uzaki Chan wants to hang out. Guess what? Season 2 is revealed, the teaser, and more cast. And by God, I'm so happy for this. I love this show. This is the guilty pleasure. If you ever want a guilty pleasure show ever, this is the one for you. And speaking of guilty pleasures, Nintendo still stroking the dick. I mean, stroking the Switch. Whoa! Wow, I didn't get that one. No, that was a pretty good one. The lineup for 2022 is an absolute killer lineup. Oh yes. Yes, it is. All this and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But before we get into this, you know the song and dance. I know you do. So sing along with me if you know the words. Sorry, I don't have a bouncing ball to help guide you along here. If I ever think about doing that, maybe I will. But for now, sing along if you know the words. If you're interested in oddities, collectibles, weird stuff, one person's trash, it's always another person's treasure, feel free to swing by my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of crap for sale, from trading cards to DVDs to action figure parts. You name it, I probably have it. If not, someone else might on the worldwide garage sale that is eBay. Oh, screw it, it's not even a garage sale. The worldwide flea market that is eBay. I mean, where else can you find half the weird oddities that you don't even think Alibaba would want to have up on its site? Yeah, come on down to eBay town. And while you're out there on the information superhighway, checking out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012, why don't you swing on over to Social Media City and take that off-ramp, and come on and check me out over on Twitter, @OTakeTheRoads. That's the @ symbol, the one above the number 2, capital O-T-A-K-U, capital R-H-O-A-D-S, over on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Don't forget, we also have a Ko-fi and Patreon if you want to help support the channel. You don't have to. I'm not really expecting much of anything. But if you want to, or if you want to spread the word about it, we do have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page. And don't forget, standard YouTube jargon here. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you can be made aware of when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. All right, so how'd my week go? Is there a good way to word shit show? I want to ask, is there a good way to word? Because I don't think there is. But yeah, my week was kind of a shit show. Pretty much last Saturday, I went picked up one of the next items that came in for my Dollar Tree order. So far, I'm only down 2 items yet. One of which apparently shipped out, but I haven't gotten a confirmation yet, though it might have came in this morning. I don't know. I haven't checked my email yet. The only one I'm missing then will be my thing of chips, which ironically I'll probably end up getting canceled because it'll be over a month till it'll be freaking shipped, and that'll piss me off. because I really wanted those. Work is a gigantic nightmare, just in a multitude of ways. I can't go into the details here, but suffice it to say, it's the same thing that I think a lot of other companies right now are doing, complaining of payrolls, complaining of hours, people not wanting to work, insert random complaining here. Yeah, it's same old story, same old song and dance, just same, basically same shit, different, coat of paint. And that was well, that's most of my week actually. Monday was pleasant. I went and paid some bills. No, that was Tuesday. No, that was Wednesday. I paid bills, wasn't it? No, Wednesday I had to pay another bill. That's right. Monday I did pay some bills, and then ironically, the funniest thing happens. That was Monday. Yeah, so I paid some bills on Monday, and I'm like, cool. I don't have to worry about bills anymore now for the rest of the month. And another bill shows up. We got a fucking delivery. And I'm like, God damn it, no, I just paid bills. No. And I was pissed. I was a little pissed about that. Wednesday and Friday, work just sucked this week. Annoyed me to no ends. I did introduce my mom, though, this week to Yo Gabba Gabba. You ever want to see a reaction video? You ever want to see something that I swear you'll be laughing your butts off for months to come? Show an adult in their 60s Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah, basically any adult from like 40 and up. Show them Yo Gabba Gabba. Okay? I guarantee you that they watch that, they're going to look at you and ask, what the are you on? Because my mom was looking at me like, what is this crap? And what channel was this on, Nick Jr.? And she's like, oh, my God. It disturbed her. And it came about because we were watching some Futurama clips, and they ended up having the episode where they kind of poked fun at Yo Gabba Gabba. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's I'm like, oh, yeah, no, this is Yo Gabba Gabba. And then I showed her some Yo Gabba Gabba. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I thought she was going to. I showed her like 2 clips. She goes, I don't need to see anymore. Not even a whole episode, just 2 clips. That was it. That was the end of it. She didn't care. It disturbed her to no end right then and there. That was the best. That was honestly, I think, the best moment I had this week, was to see the reaction on her face to Yo Gabba Gabba. It was pretty much the same reaction that I had when I first saw it. Yeah, but that's pretty much been my week. I watched the update video in the latest South Park season, which, yeah, aside from the fact that I didn't watch any of the specials other than like maybe a couple clips from them, ironically, I guess this season really went to shit in a handbasket because now Cartman's homeless, living in the only place they can afford, which is an old restaurant that was featured in like the pilot episode. So his mom is like completely royally pissed the hell off at him now. We found out that Token's actually named after Tolkien. So wow, and everybody in town but the Marshes knew it. That's horrifying. But yeah. And then on top of that, there's like a whole bunch of other stuff this week that I was just like watching, checking out, things like that. But yeah, that's been my week. Let me know in the comments how your week went. I don't think you could top me introducing my mom to Yo Gabba Gabba and seeing the reaction on her face, because that was priceless. 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 It was the best. I mean, it almost tops the only other thing that would have happened this week that's even worthy is that Tractor Trailer Truck decided it wanted to try to, I guess either the truck or the trailer of the truck wanted to mate with our one electric pole in the neighborhood, because the truck kind of backed into it, shook all the wires and knocked out power. None of the poles got knocked down, happily, but it just like shook all the wires and knocked out power for about an hour. Woo! Literally, it's about an hour, and then it was back on. I'm like, wow, that was the fastest thing ever. Of course, now we're dealing with a possible winter storm, so Mother Nature wants one last, screw you before spring comes next week. Oh boy. And it's daylight savings time, folks. Don't forget to set your clocks forward an hour because, well, for those of you that celebrate, or not even celebrate, for those of you that have to do it, don't forget to set your clocks forward an hour. You have no choice in the matter because daylight savings. Ain't it fun? No? Yeah, I didn't think so either. But anyway, so I'll let everybody know. But yeah, so let's get into the podcast. It's going to be probably be another relatively short one this week. I don't know. But either way, it's going to be fun. All right, so let's talk Toei. I want to say, for all the crap that they put people through, and like the YouTubers that just want to do reviews, and people that just want to like show off clips or something and analyze the clips and kind of do like this whole little discussion thing with their audience, and then Toei comes by and slaps them and tells them, "No, you can't do this. Don't you ever touch this again." I kind of want to say in one side of the spectrum, this is sort of karma coming back to bite them in the ass. But at the other side of the spectrum, it is kind of sad. Still, though, I like to think karma. At least one part of it, I think it's karma. Anyway, yeah, here's the story. Oh, you're going to love this, I know it. But anyway, Toei Animation's official website was the victim of a hacking incident, and while the severity of the situation is yet to be determined, hold the thought, the company has decided to shut down the Toei Animation online shop temporarily as a precautionary measure. Basically, hey, we don't need people buying our shit and then having their credit card information stolen. That's not how we do things. No. The hack was discovered on March 6th, and Toei, known for producing major anime ranging from Dragon Ball and One Piece to Sailor Moon, Digimon, and beyond, they're looking into whether or not anything sensitive was accessed. I'm kind of curious. I mean, I know piracy is going to become a massive thing again online, especially with Crunchyroll basically absorbing Funimation, having, Funimation is going to be gone. I kind of foresee piracy being a massive thing, but if that's what this was, holy shit, that was oh boy, that's there's kind piracy, and then there's just blatant blow a hole in the wall and take what you want piracy, and if that was this is blow a hole in the wall and take what you want. Kind piracy is, oh look here, this is a show that's on this locked website. I'm going to put it up on here so that other people might be able to see it. Maybe that might entice them to go buy the damn thing. I'll put one episode up. The drug dealer mentality. Yeah. But yeah, they're looking into any of all this. They closed down. Yeah. Anything, yeah. So they're looking to see if anything sensitive was accessed. They've limited access to internal systems and have closed down for the time being, while they investigate the status of the personal details, internal documentation, and other key pieces of information that might have been swiped. Hopefully everything remains safe and protected. Yeah, let's refresh this for a moment, though, folks. Let's hit F5 here. Let's hit F5. Let's refresh this for a moment. Don't physically do that, by the way. If you just did, I don't know what time marker we're up to, but yeah, F5 refreshes a web page. So, yeah, now that we've done that, let's look and see how bad it actually was. So that article came out on the 8th, after this happened on the 6th. The article came out on the 8th. Well, yesterday, a whole new article dropped. One Piece, Digimon, and other broadcasts will be delayed due to this animation hack. Oh, no! Yeah, the recent hack of Toei really screwed the pooch here. It wreaked a wee bit of habit. No. This isn't a wee bit of habit. A wee bit of havoc. No. A wee bit of havoc is somebody, letting the air out of your tires in the middle of a summer day. That's a wee bit of havoc. From what you're saying here, yeah, no. What you're saying here, this is more like somebody drained your gas tank, cut your brakes, and smashed your windshield. So, like, even if you call and get, like, oh, yeah, hey, not a problem, got the windshield repaired. Go to start your car, there's no gas. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, call, get some gas put in the car. Okay, not a problem. You start moving and you have no brakes. See, that's what you call, that is where we're at now. That's what this is. Yeah, some of the actual productions out of the studio. So after finding their internal systems were compromised by a third party, now they're saying on March 7th, of course, so the company closed down its online shop and temporarily closed some of those internal systems. During an ongoing investigation, as a result, production schedules for some of the major shows have been impacted. These shows include, but are not probably limited to, the following: One Piece, Digimon Ghost Game, Delicious Party Pretty Cure, and Dragon Quest The Adventures of Dai, all of which will not be airing new episodes this week. Thanks. I was, and the sad part is with One Piece, Wano is really starting to get to the good parts now, and I'm like hooked on this, and I gotta take a week break again. God damn you. I mean, in all honesty, I'm used to it. I was like, oh yeah, no new episode this week due to issue here, or hey, we're getting close to the. And a lot of times with some of these series now, what they'll do is they'll like take a 1 or 2 week break for like production reasons. The fact that the manga might be they might be getting a little too close to the manga. It's like, hey, there's only like maybe 4 or 5 chapters. We don't really want to, push any filler shit out here, so. We need like a 1 or 2 week break here, so let the manga catch up a little bit, and then they like push out more of the manga pages, and it's like, okay, so now we have enough here. Sorry, well, chapters, pages, the same thing. And then it's like, hey, now we have a little more, wiggle room here, so there is that. But yeah, so of course, One Piece is affected by this. So no new episodes will be airing this week, which sucks. One Piece and Digimon Ghost Game were already taking a week off due to the nationwide broadcast of the Nagoya Women's Marathon, and Dragon Quest and Precure will both air repeats on March 12th and 13th. So there's already going to be a week of no One Piece and Digimon. So now we're just getting 2 weeks of no One Piece and Digimon. So if I were Oda and you have enough manga chapters out there to start, piss whipping this through, I'd be talking to your editor going, hey, I got enough chapters. You guys want to launch into the next arc in the manga? Let's piss this thing through here so that they can get a little more time here on the animation side, or even get the animators to go, hey, look, you guys got an extra, you guys got a little extra time here. Let's piss whip this through. I know they get paid peanuts, and I always imagine. Do you ever see the rowboats that they used to have? That one joke where you always had like the person that was banging the drums and they had to row, in rhythm to the drums. That's what I kind of feel like an animation studio is. And at least in the mindset, it's like, bang, 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 bang. It's like they're drawing to the rhythm of the banging drum in a way. But it's like, hey, look, you guys already have a little extra time now. But yeah, so there was already not going to be a new episode this week due to that. So now we're just going to get 2 weeks of it. So then starting on March 20th, which would be next Sunday, all Toei animation shows will be hit with delays. Bam, you're delayed. Bam, you're delayed. Bam, you're delayed. Great. How widespread and how long-lasting these delays are going to be, though, have yet to be seen. Which sucks because, again, this One Piece is finally starting to get into the good thing, into the good shit. We're starting to get really far into this now. Bam! Now you're hit with delays. It sucks, but at the same time, yeah, I get it. You want to err on the side of caution, but still, it sucks. And it sucks more now, especially for the concept that, like I said, it was really starting to get good. So, oh wow, now we're going to be hit with another week of delays. Cool. So it already wasn't going to be airing this week because of a marathon, which happens every year, by the way. So it's like, okay, we were used to that. But then starting next week, everything's hit with delays. So this could end up being like a month-long delay, 2-month-long delay. Look at when Sony got hacked. How long did it take them to finally start putting stuff back out again? What was that, like months? Yeah. This could be bad, folks. I don't mean this could be bad for a lot of reasons. Still, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Just how widespread though, I don't know. I'm hoping it's minuscule and they can fix it relatively quickly and go, okay, look here, we delayed it for 2 weeks. We're fine. Everything's good. No issues whatsoever. We can greenlight it. Let's go. Whether or not this is going to happen, I don't know. I really would like to say, yes, this is all the further it's going to go. But hey, like I said, you kind of have to realize when shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan. It doesn't just do it for no reason. No, it hits the fan. And I mean, shit hits the fan. And it hits it bad. So is this a good thing, or am I happy about it? No, I'm not happy about it. Like I said, One Piece is finally starting to get good. But it is what it is. I would rather err on the side of caution, too. I'm always the type of person, especially, before they started doing the cyber learning alternative, I was always hey, look, they're calling for like a really bad snowstorm. Like, we're in the 11th hour here. They're still calling for the same thing. Okay, let's err on the side of caution. I would rather the kids be home where it's safe and sound, rather than put them into a metal cylinder with no seatbelts and drag them here to a building that they don't want to come to. I'm not comfortable dragging. I always was the type of person I would err on the side of caution. Granted, okay, it's another thing kids will never get to experience anymore is a snow day. Because, hey, guess what? No school because it snowed. Hey, guess what? You have internet access. You're learning online today. Damn it! Yeah, that's the sad part. They can't have snow days anymore. It sucks, but it's like they're going to look at this and go, what's a snow day? That's when it snowed. Well, see, this is an old thing, kids. When it snowed, you used to be able to just sit at home all day and watch TV in your underwear. Really? Oh, yes, those were the times. Those were the times. If it was nice enough, you could go out and build a snowman. Snow person, even. It was beautiful. It was just so wonderful. And then they ruined it all for you kids. Sorry about that. Oh, they ruined it. Yep, they ruined it. They ruined it all for you kids. Sorry. But, like I said, I'd rather err on the side of caution, so them not airing the episodes, it does make sense in a way. Putting delays up does make sense. They don't want the crap to be leaked out. For all they know, they could have gotten episodes that have yet to air. And all you need is like one pirate site to put those up, then all of a sudden everybody knows the episodes are there. It's like, uh-oh, yeah, then that's bad. Bad news happens right there. So, yeah. Like I said, I'd rather err on the side of caution. I get it. It sucks, I'm not going to lie, but I'm pretty sure they'll make it up to the fans down the road. It's Toei, for God's sake. Okay, never mind. It's Toei. I don't think they're going to make it up to the fans anyway. They're going to be like, look, this is because of people like you. They'll blame the fans for this. So I don't want to be mean about it, but I almost feel like they're going to blame the fans for this. Somehow, some way, they'll blame the fans. I just feel it. I really do. All right, so this is an interesting concept here. You remember 5 years ago when the Dr. Stone manga started? And believe it or not, it actually was 5 years. Yep, 5 years ago, the Dr. Stone manga started, and it took off like a freaking bat out of hell. It was entertaining, it was beautiful, it was wonderful, it mesmerized the world around us. Well, it's come to an end now. And I would first off like to thank the free chapters you could read that I get this newsletter for. And it's like, hey, you can read this chapter. It's free. It's like, oh, I can. Holy shit. And I was reading it. Yep. It's finally over. It ended. It's sad. It's sad. It started on March 6th, 2017, and it came to a tremendous end this week. It ended. I see we should pour a 40 out. Dr. Stone here. But yeah, I saw the release of the latest Shonen Jump in English, the latest chapter of it. And with it came the final chapter of Dr. Stone. Yeah, it marks exactly 5 years since the manga first kicked off in the pages of Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, and it means you can now sit down and read the whole thing from beginning to end on the Manga Plus and Shonen Jump services. Yay. So the end of February saw the announcement that the series would be reaching its climax at this time, but little did we know what would be the actual ending. The final chapter ran a little longer than usual and featured a colored page. Well, yeah, it's the final chapter. I mean, come on, it's the final part. This is it, folks. This is where it ends. Of course it's going to have a little bit of a, extra kick to it. Anyway, Dr. Stone inspired a TV anime that started airing in July of 2019 and has a third season on the way in 2023, which I really wish it would have been 2022, but I can understand why. As well as a Dr. Stone TV special this summer, which is what we're getting to help bridge the gap. Viz Media publishes the manga in English and describes it as such. One fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. After several millennia, high schooler Taiju awakens and finds himself lost in a world of statues. However, he's not alone. His science-loving friend Senku's been up and running for a few months, and he's got a grand plan in mind to kickstart civilization with the power of science. Yeah, so, spoiler, by the way, if you didn't read it, I'm not gonna even bother pussyfooting around in this and tiptoeing through the tulips. Here's the thing. This ended so stupid, it even annoyed me. What started off as a really unique concept, we find out that this creature called the Y-Man was what caused the petrification. And it was their way to give the gift of immortality to this world. But they didn't understand why we were rejecting it and why we were upset about it. Because they just petrified everybody. So the whole thing ends. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! The whole thing ends with them building a time machine so that they can go back in time and petrify people. I'm not joking. That's exactly how this ends. So for me, I'm reading this and I'm like, the hell is going on here? They're literally going to go back in time. They're building the time machine to go back in time or to shoot the petrification beam through time, either or, and petrify people. That's their idea. That's how this thing ends. I kind of think the creators wrote themselves into a corner and they're like, oh, shit, how do we get out of this? Time travel. Time travel? Time travel. Time travel. Why? Just time travel. That's how we got out of this. Time travel. Okay. I mean, look, I'm willing to believe that, look, Senku's basically Doctor Who in this bitch, okay? He is, without a doubt, the only intelligent person on this damn planet. Like, a max-level intelligence that is like, we're talking like an intelligence scale all nines, like fully maxed out. This, to me, is a cop-out. And it's a nasty cop-out. Am I happy with the way it ends? Oh my God, no. I am not happy in any way, shape, or form with how it ends. Could I have done it better? Oh, you bet your sweet ass I would have done it better. I would have found many ways to improve this. This ending sucked. But I'm not the one that created this manga. I'm not the creator of it. That's these people. And they're the ones that you need to blame for this. Because if you liked it, go for it. If you're confused and the ending kind of felt like a cop-out to you, like it does for me, they're the ones to blame. You can't please everybody, I know, but for an ending like this, I mean, you started this thing off really cool. I think it captivated me. Even the anime captivated me. I'm like, oh my God, this is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing. How do you gotta restart civilization by going back to the Stone Age and working your way up through. Now you're gonna see if you can jumpstart this. This is impressive. I'm amazed by this. And then all of a sudden it ends with time travel. I'm sorry, what? It's like, look, you had me? It's like my one coworker said when I was explaining something to her the one time. She's like, you had me, and then you lost me. Yeah, it's like you had me, then it's like time travel. I'm sorry, what? What? Yeah, what? Yeah, no, now you lost me. I couldn't believe it was time travel. That's what they pull out. I mean, okay, so Taiju and Yuzura, they get married multiple times. By the way, it's like a wedding that's lasting for days. Literally, that's what they said. It's a wedding that's lasting for days. Wow, they finally got married. Well, it's a miracle, boys and girls. Holy crap, it's a miracle. I'm just like, but how? Makes no sense to me. Sure, they traveled to space. Okay, I mean, look, you got Senku doing this, fixing stuff up. I mean, hell, he has MacGyvered everything at this point. He's even managed to impress Chrome to the point that Chrome can MacGyver anything. Almost anything. It's like, huh, not bad at all. The fact that it ends with time travel! Time travel! Seriously, that's how they end this, is time travel. I'm sorry, what? What? Time travel. This ends with time travel. Beautiful premise, shot to hell in the last. It's basically like going to a horse race and your horse is about to win. It's like, yes, I'm gonna be rich. I am gonna be richer than a son of a bitch. And then all of a sudden the horse trips at the finish line, flips overhead, the jockey flies off the horse is split in 3 different pieces, and you're standing there cheering like a jackass. Look, ladies and gentlemen, how I felt the final chapter of Dr. Stone. It's like, yes, this is so cool, yes! And then it's like, time travel! Oh, son of a... And you're standing there looking like the cheering jackass! I'm sorry, it's just, that's how I felt with reading this. I'm like, oh my god, it was horrifying. I'm like, this is time travel! That's the same bullshit they pulled with Avengers! It's like, well, we're gonna do time travel. Why? What the heck? The fuck? Well, we can't really exactly. You couldn't have come up with like you couldn't have come up with like a better MacGuffin than time travel. Look, they're not dusted. They're in a parallel universe. We're gonna find a way to hack the parallel universe and drag their asses back. No, it's basically. No. Or better yet, how about go to another universe? How about find another dimension or another universe where the other 50% where Thanos snapped, and you just drag the half that survived over to your half, and that makes one whole universe. No, time travel with pin particles and quantum physics and all this other stuff. You drag Tony Stark back in because he doesn't want to do this anymore after he lost Peter Parker on Titan. It's like, no, I'm done. Screw this. Fuck the Avengers. I'm through. And it's like, yeah, you people are gonna screw this up. I better show up because I don't really have a choice. I mean, time travel. This is like the MacGuffin for every moronic story. Time travel. How do I get out of this? Time travel. I'm immortal. Time travel. Time traveling is not the end-all solution. But okay, sure, it's the end-all solution. Got it. It hurts so much. It really does. It hurts so much that it became a thing. what started as a really great manga and a really beautiful anime. Now I know how it's going to end because I saw the manga. I know how it's going to end. This is not going to make any fucking sense in the anime. It's not making any fucking sense now. Time travel. I kind of feel like I'm Professor Hulk standing there after bringing Scott Lang back, the correct version of him, and go, time travel! What? I consider this a major win. This is not a major anything! But sure, no, let's consider this a major win. I consider this a major win. It's time travel. I consider this a major win. No, I'm not down. I'm not game for this. I'm not down with this. I'm not okay with this. This ended done. Give us a special. Give us a spin-off. Give us something else that ties this. This ended stupid. Because you basically, I swear to God, if you say that them going back in time is what caused petrification to happen in the first place, so that you can go this entire thing, then not only did you time travel this, but then you seen elsewhere this. You just basically put this thing into a permanent loop. And I'm broken. I don't know. Sorry to spoil it for anybody that didn't get to read it yet, but yeah, that's how it ends. Time travel! What? I consider this a major win. Time travel! What? I consider this a big win. So Uzaki Chan wants to hang out. She's coming back. Everyone's favorite little, yeah. That's not even a good way to word what she is. Yeah. She's the little... Yeah, there's no good way to word it. But anyway, she's coming back. The second season of Uzaki Chan Wants to Hang Out is going to be nailing Japanese TV sometime this year. I can't wait for this to come. It's going to be beautiful. We don't know exactly what to expect yet, but an update to round out the cast for Uzaki's family and share a new teaser for the continuing adaptation. First off, it's got a second season. I'm so happy. At least it's not like The Devil's a Part-Timer that only had one season for the longest time. Now it's finally getting a second season, and I want it to come out faster because I want to binge watch the original one again. God, do I want to binge watch that again? Holy shit. Yeah. But cast members getting in on the fun include Hideko Ishikawa, who played Tachi Uchiha in Naruto, as Hana's father. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fujio Uzaki and Sina Kato debuting in the role of her younger sister. Oh, God! She's got a younger... Oh, God, no. Wait a minute. She's got a younger sister. Oh, I don't see this ending well at all. No, not at all. No. I don't see this ending well. I don't see this ending well. So the younger sister's named Yanagi Uzaki. This could be fun. Director Kazuya Mura is returning for more with the rest of the season 1 staff at anime production house ENGI, and you can see the latest preview below in the video. Oh my God, I'm so freaking happy it's coming back. It's just, oh, this is gonna be painfully fun. Oh, this is gonna be, poor Shinichi, he's gonna be screwed! Not only, I still love the part from the first season. This is my favorite part. They're in Tottori, okay? They're getting, their fortune. It is basically everything in this damn trip is telling them, you two should be together. It was just it is beating them over the head with a blunt object. And I love the fact that it's like, we're going to prove to them that we can be friends only on this trip, right? You got it! They go to the one part and everybody's making out. Come on, Tottori, read the room! Or better yet, Uzaki gets her freaking fortune. I love it. She gets her fortune. And it's like, yeah, person for you. It's like, certainly tall, and standing directly in front of you. Gee, I don't know how much further into the face that one's supposed to go. Standing directly in front of you. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love the show. It's one of my favorites. I I laugh my ass off every time. I really do. But the synopsis for the story goes as follows. University student Shinichi Sakurai is comfortable being an introverted loner and doesn't care what others think. Buxom underclassman Hana Uzaki, she doesn't understand this one little bit. A tornado of joy. She's taken it upon herself to make him more social. Starting to enjoy her company, he concede that they're friends. Can it be possible to have as much fun with another person as he would by himself? Well, seeing as for some reason the universe likes to screw these two over massively, I get a kick out of it. I still love the coffee house. The father runs the coffee house with his daughter, and the daughter's like, oh yeah, this is, my favorite, soap operas, these two. I love the fact when it's like, oh yeah, no, they ended up, Uzaki got drunk, so Hana got drunk at Sakurai's place. And, of course, Sakurai's friend comes over and is like, oh, this is just so cute. It's like, yeah, but they shouldn't really sleep where they lay. So kind of like gently, puts them under the same futon and then locks the door behind him and goes, and leaves. And they wake up in the morning sleeping next to each other. Now, nothing happened, mind you, between the two of them. But, of course, the coffee shop owner and his daughter, upon finding out that they spent the night together under the same futon, immediately closed the coffee shop, put down due to his, closed temporarily or something, and then just hand them some food with some coffee. He's like, give us all the juicy details. We want to know what happened between the two of you. It's like, what the hell happened here? And like 3 seconds, all of a sudden, was like, yeah, we just woke up next to each other. Next thing I know, you're locking the door, putting the sign in the window, and I have myself a 4-course meal here with a cup of coffee. It's one of my favorite scenes in this. It makes me laugh every time. That, the Toturi trip. This is. I don't care what those people were saying. I watched this just for the comedic humor that this thing dribbles out of itself on a cosmic scale. You have look, I just want to be by myself. I'm not, I don't care. I'm an introvert. And here you have the tornado of joy. She is going to make sure that above anything else, she is 100% there by his side and making him see the light of the light of day. And it's like, I get a kick out of just how simplistic this is. And at the same time, humorous as all hell. I mean, I laugh so hard. It isn't funny. And I mean, I get a kick out of it. I love the show. I love the show. I love the show so much. I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole first season. I just I just get a kick out of it. Not to mention the embarrassing situation she ends up putting him into. She chases after a cat and gets stuck in a bush. So, of course, he's trying to be nice and help her out. 2 other people come by, see there's a butt hanging out of this bush, and here's a guy trying to pull on the butt. It's like, yeah, and the bush is moaning. No, they're instantly thinking some bad thoughts here. You have the store. Yeah, they went shopping. The massage chair. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, this series is the awkwardness that he's put into. It's humorous to me. It's like a cosmic coincidence in a way. You find this funny? In a cosmic sort of way, yes, I do. I think this is hilarious as hell. I love this show. Oh my god. The whole Toturi trip is one of my favorites. The hypnotizing thing was really good. When he pretends to be hypnotized, and it's like all Hana just wants him to do is say her name, which he has a hard time doing because he always has a hard time saying like the name of a girl. That's why he usually just calls them by their last name. And it's like, okay. Then all of a sudden he's like, there's no way that this would actually... And he hypnotizes her. Just like that. And the coffee shop owner later on is like, oh, well, if she was hypnotized, that must mean that whoever hypnotizes, they really have a lot of trust and faith in you to be hypnotized that easily. It's like, yeah. Like, read the room, right? No, we're reading the room. I'm just getting a kick out of this. This is my new favorite soap opera. This is better than anything right now. I love this show. I mean, when season 1 ended and they're like, oh yeah, it's definitely getting season 2, and they pretty much shoved it right at the end of that, we'll be back for season 2. I'm like, whew, thank God, at least this one's getting a second season. And I'm just like, I was so excited about that, but Jesus. I was just like, man, I love this show. If you haven't checked it out yet, please, by all means, stop what you're doing, pull up some YouTube clips of it. It is worth your time and effort. It's funny as all hell. It's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. For me, this, what was that, Hamaru-chan was another one that I liked so much, that slice of life one where she's like a high school student, but the minute she comes home, she becomes this like 5-year-old. She like morphs down to this small, little size, and she's just an annoying 5-year-old basically. And it's like, really, you're prim and proper outside these doors. The minute you come home, all of a sudden it's, well, I'm gonna just go back to be my bratty little self, and she lives with her brother. I pity the poor guy. I pity the poor guy, because he's got to put up with that. I pity him, but still, I love this show. I love the series. If you get a chance to watch it, I highly recommend them. I'll probably get a review this at some point. I recommend watching this. It's funny as hell. It really is. I can't stress it enough. But the fact that we're getting more of Uzaki's family, oh God, this is not going to end well. I mean, it's bad enough we got her mom, who thinks that, poor Shinichi, oh my God. She thinks he's trying to come on to her, because like, oh, well, he's older than my daughter, so he must be coming after me. There was one where, because Hana got sick the first time she had alcohol, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, no, her mom told her, you need to pay, for the, damages. And it's like, oh no, because, they had too much money, you wanted to return the excess, he made sure he returned it to the mom and not to the daughter, not to her. Oh, man, I love this show. It's funny. I love this show. It's hilarious. I love the show. It's great. If you get a chance to watch it, I recommend it. I can't stress this one enough. You gotta check this one out. I love it. I love it. I freaking love it. It's funny as hell. It's hilarious as hell. I love it. I can't stress enough how great the show is. I really can't. It's beautiful. Check it out. Alright, so Nintendo is still continuing to stroke the Switch. No, that's actually right this time. I didn't say it wrong like I did in the intro. They're still stroking the Switch. The 2022 Switch lineup, Switch lineup, an absolute killer. Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet, Splatoon 3, and Breath of the Wild 2 are headlining a year of heavy hitters. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So just like that, Nintendo is set to have its biggest year. Yeah. They are set, basically, at this point. On paper. Yeah, on paper, it's great. The portable consoles 2022 set is bookended by Pokemon Legends Arceus and the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, with a whole lot more between. It's 2017 all over again, but bigger. Yeah, that year saw Breath of the Wild and the follow-up with Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, and then a few months after that, it was like an accident in a way, but part because Breath of the Wild was supposed to come out on the Wii U years earlier, and one unlikely to be repeated. Yeah. Seriously, seeing as the Switch is the last console Nintendo's making. So, yeah, they pretty much almost all but came right out outright and said it. And yet, though, as the Switch hits the middle of its hardware life cycle, the middle of its hardware life cycle. Remember that, folks. The middle of the life cycle. That seems to be what's happening. Lightning is going to strike twice. It's going to be captured in a jar twice. It's amazing. The Nintendo release calendar has a way of sneaking up on you. Unless, of course, you're Arlo, the Blue Monster, which, by the way, check out his channel. It's really funny. Yeah. That happened last fall when a seemingly sleepy season for the Switch ended up holding its own against the competition. Yeah, just think of Daniel LaRusso from the Karate Kid movie. Put You're the Best Around music in the background, and that's pretty much what's going on. Yeah. You had the steady stream of breakouts from Metroid Dread to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And it's happening again this year following a sudden 1-2 punch that began with the Nintendo Direct earlier this month and ended with the latest Pokemon presentation where they announced Gen 9. So the first event revealed a slew of new games and confirmed Splatoon 3 would hit this summer. The second one, bam! It just shocked fans left, right, and sideways by announcing a 2022 release for Pokemon Gen 9 Scarlet and Violet. It's like, bam! Here you go. That's an attention getter. Yeah, definitely. But here are some of the other highlights from the upcoming lineup. Ooh. You get Triangle Strategy, which came out on March 4th. Kirby and the Forgotten Land coming out March 25th. April 29th, we're seeing Nintendo Switch Sports. Mario Strikers Battle Legend comes out June 10th. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, June 24th, with Splatoon 3 coming out some point this summer. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in September. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is some point to be determined this year. Bayonetta 3 at some point this year. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet some point this year. Though I'm still thinking it's going to end up being November because it'll match just perfectly with holiday shopping and Black Friday deals for consoles. They can bundle it with a Switch and make a butt ton of cash. And Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild sequel. To be determined 2022. Yeah. There's a decent number of smaller ports and remakes slated to arrive this year as well, with Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp appearing in April, the Octopath Traveler style 2.5D version of previously unlocalized classic JRPG, Live Alive, will release in July. Hello Games is somehow putting No Man's Sky on Switch. Mario Kart 8, the top-selling game on 2 different consoles, is basically doubling in size over the course of the next year. And that's just the basic bones of this. Seriously. Nintendo started quietly laying the groundwork for all this stuff back last year, with updates on Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, and Breath of the Wild 2. With the low-key way it drops solid dates in recent weeks, has made it feel like it's hitting all at once. Bam, bam, bam! They're just 1-2 punching your ass. They're Mike Tyson's punch out your ass. They're just taking you downtown and giving you a curbside beating. But in a good way. Well, for Switch owners, I don't remember Switch. But for Switch owners, it's a good beating. Yeah. The Mario Maker is often masterful when it comes to starving its audience, then under-promising or over-delivering. It's like, look, here's the thing. Our buffet-style restaurant may not be open this year. Okay, we're open, but we only have half the capacity of food. We're sorry about this. Then it's like, we have more food than we know what to do with. This year, though, however, it's already tipped most of its hand and could be the strongest it's had in years, if it actually gets a chance to play it. Yes, and I can quote the gambler here, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fucking fold them. I mean, figure it this way. What Sony and Microsoft have been to the barn with? We don't know. So provided that Nintendo is able to play their hand out right, they can basically clean clocks. This could be the year that could bring this to an end. Then again, and I'm gonna stress this one, if Sony and Microsoft would just pull their heads out of their ass and realize, look, we're battling down here on the ground floor, and Nintendo is sitting up there on the throne like Caligula. Why don't we just team up and overthrow Nintendo? See what happens there. If Sony and Microsoft were to merge. First off, God help us. I can just see that unholy alliance forming. Sony and Microsoft merge together into one company. Oh, God. Terrifies the hell out of me thinking that. But yeah, so they get a chance to play. If Nintendo gets a chance to play this hand, whoo boy, it's going to be beautiful. That is, of course, a big if. You know, like Panic used to say, if is good. Yeah, when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet got announced, more than a few fans took it as admission that Breath of the Wild 2 won't end up hitting this year after all. It might. This could also be the look. We don't. This could be a double-edged sword here. Whereas Nintendo's like, look, we're pretty sure that Breath of the Wild is going to go gangbusters, but at the same time, we don't want it to be our sole milk cow just in case something goes wrong with it. I mean, we're not bad with this, but something might happen. We don't know. So, in the meantime, here's Gen 9 of Pokemon. Just to whet your appetites. What bothers me is that they literally released, wasn't Arceus released this year, like earlier this year? And now all of a sudden it's like that thing doesn't even have a freaking shelf life to sustain it long enough to make it any decent. And then bam, now all of a sudden it's screwed again. Because now Gen 9's coming out. So then what the hell is the point of me having, this really cool Pokemon game? And you're going to go back to the old catching mechanics. You're going to go back to this, and this. What the hell's the point? Yeah. So you may not get Breath of the Wild 2, though. We don't know. But in the age of COVID, Nintendo also seems to have struggled with production delays more than most. At the same time, it has had chances to remain non-committal in the past, but keeps reaffirming the 2022 window. So even if it ends up dropping out, there's still plenty on the Switch's 2022 plate to make it one of the strongest years it's ever had. Now, if only Nintendo would port Wind Waker HD over. Not so much. I don't agree with that part of the article. But if, in all honesty, I mean, if Nintendo would actually, hey, here's a good idea for Nintendo, because I know you don't want to do this because you're all, the whole virtual console thing now. How about, and again, just going to paraphrase this here, Nintendo GameCube Classic. You guys made a killing on those things before. It's just a simple plastic case and a Raspberry Pi with an emulator on it. It's not that difficult. Hell, look at Sony. They made a killing off of their PlayStation Retro until people realized what it literally was, a Raspberry Pi board with a freaking emulator on there that anybody and their grandma could download. Seriously, it wasn't that difficult. But as far as this is concerned, okay, so if one item can't make it onto the menu, you still have plenty, to get yourself to whet your appetite this year on Nintendo's end. Plenty to whet your appetite on Nintendo's end this year. It's just a matter of, is it going to be worth the time to get it? Is it going to come out when it's supposed to? We don't know. But maybe we'll find out. Who knows? It's all a matter of timing, folks. And timing is what the name of the game is. I mean, it's Nintendo. What do you expect? They're Caligula right now. They've been sitting on that throne for so long, watching Microsoft and Sony battle it out with one another, and it's like, I'm going to be dethroned here one day, but not by these two idiots. Oh, no. This is the life. Finish them! Yeah, that's Nintendo right now. It's just sitting on the throne like Caligula. They really are. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as I've always been. Don't forget, folks, submit your Q&A questions for this month's Q&A. Again, same deadline as last month. And let's see, what else am I forgetting here? Patreon, Ko-fi, if you want to help support the channel. Don't have to. I'm not really expecting much out of that. Just doing it for the hell of it. Let's see here. I'm trying to get more more Andrew Discusses recorded. I am still working on The Adventures of Bob Bastard. It's slow going because I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and, edit the videos yet. So I'm still working on it. But all in all, folks, that's going to do it then. Like I said this week, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Check me out over on Twitter at OtakeRoad. Check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And until next time, I am out of here. Catch us all next time. Bye-bye.